So number 4, order these numbers from least to greatest. -4, 1/4, 0, 4, -3.5, 7/4, -5/4, and we're ordering from least to greatest. So remember, if we're ordering from least to greatest, we can kind of just put these on a number line, and that's just going to go from left to right. So let's start off by putting 0 in here, because we know 0 is always going to be in the middle when we have positives and negatives in here. The other thing that we know is that everything on the left is going to be negative, so we can put all of our negatives here. And everything on the right is going to be positive, so we can just look at all of our positive numbers to be on the right side. We have 1/4, 4, and 7/4. So already we've narrowed it down a little bit to find our answer here. So let's look at our negatives here, because it's going to be a little bit tougher here to figure out. Remember, as we count up, we know that we are going to the left. So we have -1, -2, -3, -4, and so on. When we're going to the right, we're also counting up from 0. +1, +2, +3, +4, and so on. So when we're placing these here, we got to match up where these are going to go. So -4, fairly easy, lands right on here. So we have -4 here. -3.5 is going to be between -3 and -4. So -3.5 should be one little spot here to the right of -4. Then -5/4, if we're trying to figure out what that equals in a mixed number here, there's 4/4, which would equal 1, and 1/4 left over. So it would be -1 and 1/4. And again, -1 and 1/4 should be in between -1 and -2, should land right around here. So that goes for our negatives here. For our positives, we have 1/4, which we know is going to land right next to 0, between 0 and 1. We have 4, which is fairly easy. We know it's going to land right here on 4. And then 7/4, if we're looking at 7/4 as a mixed number, we know that there's going to be 4/4 in there with 3/4 left over, so that would make it 1 and 3/4, which lands in between 1 and 2 at 1 and 3/4. So our answer here for going from least to greatest will be -4, -3.5, -5/4, 0, 1/4, 1 and 3/4, and then 4.